everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Adrienne and today I have for you a 12 by 12 scrapbook process video for you. Now today my Kiddoholic kits turned up and I was really lucky. I actually won an extra add-on paper kit, which is pretty cool. And so also this picture is actually out of a newspaper that I got today too. It's from the Dominion Post, which is an article of me and my daughter, and I thought timing, it turned, just with everything happening, I thought, well, a perfect thing to scrap. So what I decided to do with the newspaper clipping was actually laminate it, because I thought, how is it going to, didn't know how it was going to preserve quite well. So yeah, I decided to laminate it. And that's where I sort of worked my process from. So because it's an article about, it's about heart disease. Well, it's about all of us. It's actually more about the stress and strain of having a heart child. But I thought that these heart patterns would be very fitting for this layout. So I'll actually link the article down below if you wanted to read it. There's a bit of a video that goes with it. So this page here, I'm actually wasn't too fond of, and I think it's because I don't really know, I don't have an idea or don't have any inspiration of how to use the paper yet. So what I decided to do, I'm a fan of hidden journaling, so I actually decided to use the story from the newspaper as my journaling, and I've decided to cut the banners off these, I don't even know what to call them, medals, but I'm actually making sure that I keep the pictures as much as I can so that I can use them later if I need to. So I've just chosen 3 to adhere to the laminated article. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm trying to make like a pull tab so that I've got something to sort of pull out, and I'm also using them as an embellishment in a way. So I'm just building from these 2 pieces that I've cut up and trying to get something that I looks good and I'm happy with. So I've backed these banners with a piece of black cardstock that I had in my scrap pile. I decided that because it was so busy at the back, I needed something to just sort of define the banners so that they would pop off the background and I could see them, or you could see them. So that's what I'm doing here. I've adhered it down and I'm just cutting a slight border around the banners and the black card. Just fussy cutting them. There you go. So now I'm thinking I want to do a strip to cover the journaling, and I thought this pretty paper would look really good, but then I looked at everything when I put it down and I thought, no, it's too busy, but you'll see me do that later. And I've just mounted this laminated photo with white cardstock just to make it pop off the page too. So I'm using everything that was in the kit apart from a couple of things. So this is a heart that came, these heart stickers actually came in this month's kit. And I'm just sticking it to some white card and fussy cutting around it just so that I can turn it into a broken heart and I'm just sort of in my head, I'm thinking about her scar on her chest. So that's what I've done here, is just sort of tailored that to suit this layout and just to help me tell the story. So I've also decided against the floral pattern, and you see here, and I found this strip that was the right length, this grey strip, and I thought actually no, that will work really well because it actually ties in with both my top and my daughter's dress. So I decided to use that to cover the journaling, but I'm just putting adhesive at the top and the bottom because I don't actually want it to stick. I sort of want to make sort of a pocket so that it can slide in and out of that strip. So that's what I'm doing here. And you can see that it is sticking out a little bit on the right, but that's okay. I'm going to use a photo and some embellishing to hide that, as you'll see here. Okay, and I decide to stick one side of the heart down and just prop up the other part of the the other half of the heart, just to give it some more dimension, and so I can stick some things underneath it, just using some foam with adhesive on one side, and I'll use glue to stick it down. And I'm using Scotch tacky glue. I find it's quite good. It just gives me some wriggle room with this, but it's a very strong glue and doesn't take long to dry. Just using some sandstone hearts to weight that down while it dries. So now I'm getting into the thickers. So I'm going to use these as my title, and I've decided to use part of the headline of the story as my title. So I just went through all the thickers and just picked out letters, and they're quite mixed matched. I can't even say the word. So yeah, I just went through and tried to make sure that I just had some balance there with the colours. So it's not quite the same, but I've sort of taken the colours from the banners and then worked them across. And then also when I've put them down the bottom, I've sort of tried to keep the balance with the colours as well. Excuse me. So my title is Take One Day at a Time. And I do go back later and actually use the Scotch tacky glue underneath all those thickers to make sure that they're stuck down, because I do take them on and off a little bit. So now I go through the pack of embellishments, and stickers just, oh yes, just the embellishments to see what else I'd like to go on there. So I decided to make, with the clusters, put hearts in each corner, flowers and hearts, just to tie them all in together. So that's pretty much it for this process video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you get some inspiration for your next project. If you have any queries or questions, please do pop them below, and stay on to watch close-ups of the finished layout. Okay, thanks guys, bye.